So Undertale Yellow just came out. Well, the demo came out, and I have to say I really enjoyed it. I'm actually surprised by how good it was, and that's not because I went into the game with really negative expectations of it. I actually thought it was going to be pretty damn good because the trailer looked good and the music was great. But no, it's pretty much as good as Undertale was. It feels like a game that was made by Toby Fox. I'm very impressed with it. Very impressed. It tells a completely different story. It's focusing on new characters, but it still feels like Undertale. It still has the same sense of humor as Undertale did. The fighting, the gameplay mechanics are all the same, but it's telling a new story, and that's kind of like the main point of Undertale is its story and its characters. The gameplay is fun, but it definitely isn't why people keep coming back to this game. It's because of what they did with it. And yeah, this is great. I did a pacifist run with the demo, so I'm actually going to try to do a genocide one just to see what the differences are, because I'm sure there's a big weight on this game. I can totally understand why this game took them so long, because it's huge. Like the demo was 30 minutes long. That's pretty much as long as the first demo was for the first Undertale. So I when I first heard of this game, I was assuming it was going to be like a mini game, like it was only going to be like maybe an hour long, or at least like half of Undertale's length, but that might not be true. That might not be true, and of course we only got 30 minutes. Who knows how long the rest of the game is going to be, but so far I gotta say it's really coming along. It's really fun. It's really enjoyable. I like the new characters they introduced. I love that Bat character. It was so funny. Again, really did follow up to Undertale's sense of humor. And there's this new character that we get to know. He's a kid, just kind of this Bat kid wearing a cape or covered in a robe. I'm giving a horrible description right now. I don't remember what the character's name was. I'll have to look back at that. But he's very likable so far, and I don't know if I'd say he's like a good replacement for Toriel yet, but I also just started playing the game. I don't know if we'll be seeing this character again. With Undertale, I got to replay the game several times. I got to play the whole thing, and instead of spending minutes with these characters, I spent hours with these characters. It's a great first impression so far, though. The gameplay is a lot of fun. The fights are really unique. It's just like Undertale, where you have to dodge stuff, but they find new creative ways to do it. And actually, so far, I gotta say, I kind of like the random encounter fights more in this one than I did in Undertale. I feel like they're just being a lot more animated with it, a lot more creative with it. The only thing that annoys me about the random encounters, and this is the one critique I'm going to give it, and it's a nitpick, and I'm going to try to get through it quickly because I know they just worked really hard on this, and they just released a demo, and I don't want to shit on it at all. The random encounters are a little bit ridiculous of how often they happen. There's this one part where I was trying to solve a puzzle, and I was trying to go around to solve this one where you have to hit a lot of switches, and I swear to God I got a random encounter like 8 times trying to do that. If there's going to be a puzzle, I feel like the random encounters shouldn't be there, but yeah, so I'd be doing, there was one point where I was walking around trying to figure out the puzzle, which I'll admit probably took me longer than it should have to figure out. But I literally took a couple steps, a random encounter happened, okay, I spared them because I was doing a pacifist run, and then I finish it and I take 2 more steps and a random encounter happened again. So yeah, that's again, it's a nitpick, but if anyone who is working on the game happens to be listening to this, which I seriously doubt, but if you are, maybe that's something to fix. I don't know if that's an easy fix or not. I've never done game development in my life. If it's a hard fix, whatever, it's not that big of a deal, but it's the one critique I have. So I like the fights, I like the art style, I like the characters, I like the story so far. I like that it's still including the old characters, but not relying on them to tell the story either. It's definitely not relying on member berries, is I guess what I should be saying. It's trying to do its own thing, but also still be an Undertale game, and I love it for that. And the music's outstanding, by the way. The music's great. And yeah, so far so good. I don't know if this game's going to be, if you're going to have to pay for it, or if it's going to be a free download, but regardless, I'm going to get it. It's the demo was too good not to get it. I am surprised that a fan could put together a game that's pretty much as good as the original, and kudos to everyone working on it. Keep up the good work. I really enjoyed it, and I hope that more people will play it. If you're a fan of Undertale and you want to see more of it, this game does deliver. It really does deliver.